All right, my air signs. What do you guys got going on? For the last day of the year of 2021. What is the last thing? Our air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do you guys got going on? Let us see what we got. Got this 8 of Pentacles here. Guys are working on some things, air signs. Yeah, and you're wanting to get this in swiftly, making these movements, making things come in swiftly. You're really dealing with some emotional things here too, getting your emotions in balance, because you want to start off in you know, the new year with a different mindset and in really a different emotional setting as well. You've been in your head a lot. That Hermit card right there, your grounding card, the Hermit, is telling you that you really are learning how to balance your emotions. The Sword card is saying that you've been moving on some things, getting things taken care of. Okay, Pentacles, grounding. You're grounding yourself, learning how to navigate through your emotions. This Temperance and this Emperor, getting to a new way of being able to rule and reign, especially over just your emotions, air signs, because there were some things that really kind of, it makes you really get in your head. Like right now you're emotional. So this Hermit card is saying that you have some inner work that needs to take place. Air signs, you guys got some emotional work to do, because right now your emotions are all out of whack. And I don't want to say they're out of whack. It's just air signs really need to learn how to not blow things away, but learning how to speak softly and be gentle and not be so wavery in what they say. Okay, the Emperor is saying be stern, okay, and making sure that you are speaking truthfully and not, you know, not half-ass, because what happens is it gets you in your head and then you start overthinking, and then you got that Hermit card. So it's you're on this an emotional journey right now for air signs, learning how to really navigate your emotions. This Knight of Swords is saying, you know, like you want to change directions, like you want to change how you've been, you know, blowing through some things, especially communication wise is what I'm looking at. This Knight of Swords is saying how you communicate. This 8 of Pentacles is saying you've been really working on how to ground yourself in communicating with people around you and dealing with your emotional settings as well. How you deal with people emotionally. The Emperor is telling you, you know, you're learning how to come differently, come in a new way to people. People, and especially people that you love, because you have this this 8 of Swords here, and you've been really dealing with that. Yeah, you've been really dealing with that. I think this is a 10 of Swords. Sorry, 10 of Swords. Been really dealing with this emotional upheaval. Yeah, you're working on these things because you've been really having some and I want to say trust issues. But listen, how you deliver your word, it causes people to really be reserved and guarded because of how you speak to them, air signs. There's that Queen of Swords right there. The Temperance card is teaching you how to be able to speak up and speak truthfully and clearly without hurting another person, to get that judgment there. Okay, this Emperor is saying you're learning to put yourself in a position as the Emperor, but learning how to be wise in how you say things to people and how you treat them when you do what you do. Sorry, Nine of Swords. All right. So this Nine of Swords and this World card is, you've been really thinking about how you're going to change in this new and upcoming year. Grounding card, Magician. You're really working on making an effort to change, like how you come forward to people, how you bring information to people. This Nine of Pentacles is you're working on your communication skills. Because how you talk, and it causes people to have this judgment, and then people get really reserved and they don't really want to deal with you because of how you speak to them. This is for my air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You guys really, you know that there's a scripture that says a double-minded man is unstable in all its ways. This Nine of Swords is really saying you're really working on that double-mindedness, and because you want to change your world. This Magician's card saying that you do have the power to do it, and that's what you're working on. You're working on really being a different person, you know, especially to people that you care about, people that you love. This Temperance card is saying that you really are trying to learn how to balance your emotional well-being. Because look, there's the Magician card that just popped out at me. So I'm gonna keep that. So you're a work in progress, working on some things, not taking this judgment, okay? Because when you give information, or when the way you're working on things, don't judge the situation and the person. That's what you're really working on, air signs. You're working on my communication, this Knight of Swords, how I bring information, so it won't make a person reserved and guarded, okay? Because I know my emotional is off balance, and I'm not even aware of how I'm giving this Queen of Swords this information, and technically it's not really clear. You think it's clear, but it's not. Now this Emperor is telling you you're working on how you're bringing the information, changing the whole dynamic, changing the thing. You're putting yourself in a position where you're no longer going to be in your head hurting people. This Nine of Swords, you know, making movements. Okay, this World card, changing your world. Also with this Hermit card, getting within yourself. The Hermit card is taking stock of you, learning learning that you have the power within you. We follow up with this Magician card, telling you that you can do it. Okay, you have the power within you, and that's the key right now, air signs, is that